Hello, everybody. Hope you're doing well and welcome to Changing African Perspective. So, I wanted to just say something on the Russia-Ukraine war that has been happening for a little while now. And just before I go into what I'd like to say, let's just give you some stats. Up to 29,000 people have died as of the 24th of September. Some 53,000 injuries, non-fatal injuries. 140,000 buildings have been destroyed, some 14 million people displaced, and property damage of up to 350 billion US dollars. Now, this is an issue that African countries have chosen to abstain in vocalizing their posture and what they would want to see. And I believe South Africa is one of those countries which is extremely unfortunate. We want leaders of the world to be vocal about this because the damage that a Russia, US, China, UK war would bring is one that is of proportions that we have not seen before. These giant countries all have nuclear power, atomic power that could decimate a significant chunk of the human population. And so we want all hands on deck. We want everybody who's got influence, including politicians, including religious leaders, including NGOs, including people who are rich, the top 1%. None of these people, none of us can afford to say we choose to abstain and remain neutral on this significant issue that is of extreme proportion and it involves the life of humanity. You know that they say the countries that are likely to fare well if this war would break out are New Zealand as well as Australia because they are kind of isolated and out there. But the majority of the countries will see significant deaths, either direct or indirectly, as well as significant shortages of all kinds of supplies. So there is no leader that can afford to say, I'm going to abstain on this one. We have to be clear, and we don't have to play the politics of what's going on, the NATO powers trying to move too close to Russia. I get all of that, and I get the nitty-gritties of the politics of it. But what is significant is that the leaders need to say, we don't want the war. We need Russia to pull back. We need Russia to stop this. Even if we are alliances with Russia or we have agreements, bilateral agreements with them, but this one is a no-brainer. We cannot afford to have those big giant countries detonate their nuclear power because it will spell a significant damage and disaster into this world. So that's what I wanted to say. I don't know if any of you are in position of power, in position of influence, whether it's through social media. I don't know who this message might get to, but anyone who's got a message, don't sit back and ignore this because this looks like a small little fire that is going on and no one is paying attention. It's like a little fire that's brewing, but any moment it could catch on and it will spell a very significant disaster. And the leaders that chose to abstain, or those who says we're not going to get involved, we're not going to speak up, you are going to wish you would have spoken because we would find ourselves in a very, 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 very serious situation that none of us are going to be able to come out of in a very long time, if ever. So that's what I want to say. And thanks, guys, for your time. Thanks for sharing the message. Thanks for being conscious about these things as well. All right, we'll see you again soon.